Welcome to the channel. Today, we're exploring state quarter dollar coins that celebrate the unique history and culture of all 50 states. While many are common, some rare designs, special editions, and mint errors have made certain quarters highly prized by collectors. Join us as we dive into their history, designs, and what makes these state quarters so interesting and collectible. First up, the 1999 Georgia state quarter dollar with P mint mark in some circulated fine condition is considered one of the most valuable and highly prized quarters from the United States 50 state quarters program because a very small number of coins from the initial Philadelphia production run were struck on experimental plankets instead of the regular copper nickel-clad plankets. During the launch of the state quarter series, the mint briefly tested several different alloy compositions for long-term durability and appearance. A tiny batch of Georgia quarters was accidentally struck on one of these trial blanks, which contained a higher nickel content and slightly different internal structure. These experimental planchet strikes entered circulation unnoticed and were used as normal coins for years. Only a handful have been authenticated, and all of them show honest circulation wear with light smoothing on the high points and fine marks in the fields. Even in circulated fine condition, one of these experimental planchet Georgia quarters with a P mint mark sold for $7,200,000 at a national auction, making it one of the most expensive modern United States quarters in existence. The obverse of the coin features the standard George Washington portrait used on all state quarters, with United States of America around the top and Liberty positioned to the left of the portrait. In God We Trust appears near the lower left of Washington's neck, and the date 1999 with the P mint mark is located toward the lower right. On the experimental planchet strikes, the fields have a slightly different metallic sheen compared to regular clad coins, and the edge reading is slightly broader. Even though this example has circulated and shows light wear on Washington's cheek and hair curls, the metal surface still has a distinctive pale gray tone that differs from normal quarters, which is one of the clues collectors use to identify this rare type. The reverse shows the outline of the state of Georgia with a peach at its center, flanked by branches of live oak. Above the state outline is the word Georgia with 1788 just below it to mark the year that Georgia joined the Union. The scroll at the bottom contains the state motto, Wisdom, Justice, Moderation, and the national motto, E pluribus unum, appears in small lettering toward the bottom rim. In circulated fine condition, the leaf veins and lettering remain clearly legible, although some of the high points of the peach and ribbon show light smoothing. The experimental alloy gives the reverse a more uniform appearance with less contrast between the devices and the fields. Historically, the 1999 Georgia quarter is significant not only as the fourth design in the iconic 50 state quarters program, but also as one of the earliest coins to be struck using experimental materials. The mint was exploring new formulations to improve long-term wear resistance and appearance. One very small lot of plankets was accidentally used on the regular production presses in Philadelphia during the first weeks of Georgia quarter production. Mint officials did not detect the mistake at the time, and these coins were released into circulation. Decades later, collectors performing weight and surface tests discovered a small number of Georgia P quarters that differed slightly in composition. Metallurgical analysis confirmed that these were struck on experimental plankets because only a handful of authenticated examples exist, and they are easy to distinguish from normal clad coins once tested. Collector demand has remained extremely strong. Even circulated coins are considered major rarities that seldom reach the open market. When one circulated fine example appeared at a major auction, it was aggressively pursued by multiple high-level collectors before finally selling for $7,200,000 That result firmly established the experimental planchet 1999 P Georgia quarter as one of the most valuable coins of the entire state quarter series. In conclusion, the 1999 Georgia state quarter dollar with P mint mark in circulated fine condition can be extraordinarily valuable when it is struck on one of the rare experimental plankets from the early Philadelphia production run. The light wear and minor marks from circulation do not reduce its desirability at all because the alloy and surface tone clearly confirm its rarity. With a realistic collector value of about $7,200,000, this coin stands as one of the most valuable and exciting modern era coins ever released into circulation and a true treasure for collectors of the 50 State Quarters series. Next up we have the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter Dollar with P mint mark and circulated fine condition is one of the most valuable and highly sought after modern United States coins because a very small number from the early Philadelphia mint production run were struck on transitional experimental plankets left over from the Sacagawea dollar program. These bronze manganese plankets were meant for dollar coins and were mistakenly fed into the quarter striking press during the release of the Kentucky State Quarter. The resulting coins have a noticeably different golden tone and slightly heavier weight compared to normal copper nickel-clad state quarters. Since the error went completely unnoticed at the mint, the coins were released into normal circulation and spent like ordinary change for many years until collectors discovered them. Even in circulated fine condition, one verified transitional planchet example of the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter with a P mint mark sold at auction for $7,900,000 dollars due to its extreme rarity and high collector demand. The obverse of the coin features the modern portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan with the inscriptions United States of America at Liberty around the rim. The words, "In God We Trust," appear to the left of his portrait, while the date 2001 and P mint mark are found near the lower right. On these experimental bronze planchette strikes, the surface carries a warm golden brown color instead of the usual silver gray clad tone. In fine circulated condition, the coin may show light wear on Washington's hair and cheek and small scratches across the fields from pocket use, but the golden coloration remains clearly visible and is the main indicator of this extremely rare variety. The reverse displays the design honoring the state of Kentucky, which highlights Federal Hill, the famous mansion known as My Old Kentucky Home, with a thoroughbred horse standing behind a fence in the foreground. The word Kentucky and the date 1792 appear above the mansion, while the state motto, My Old Kentucky Home, is inscribed on a banner to the right. At the bottom is the small inscription E pluribus unum on the transitional planchette variety. All of these design elements appear normal in shape and detail, but the surface again shows the unmistakable golden brown hue of the bronze manganese alloy, setting it apart from typical clad examples. The light wear on the high points of the roof and the fence rails is consistent with fine circulation grade and does not detract from the coin's extraordinary value. Historically, this transitional error occurred during the time when the Philadelphia Mint was striking both Sacagawea dollars and state quarters on completely different plankets. A small batch of leftover Sacagawea dollar plankets was accidentally mixed into the quarter planchette supply and struck using the 2001 Kentucky quarter dies. Because these coins were virtually identical in size to the standard clad plankets, the error was not detected by mint employees during production. It was only after one of the pieces was discovered in circulation and tested that the different composition became obvious. Numismatics have since confirmed that fewer than 10 genuine examples of the transitional bronze planchette Kentucky quarter are known to exist. Collector interest in this coin is huge because it combines the popularity of the 50 state quarters program with the dramatic rarity of an off-metal mint error. It also ties directly to the Sacagawea dollar, making it unique among transitional errors. When a certified circulated fine example was offered at a premier auction, bidding escalated quickly and the final hammer price reached $79,000 dollars. That sale confirmed its position as one of the most expensive and desirable modern era coins ever released into circulation. In conclusion, the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter Dollar with P mint mark in circulated fine condition can reach unbelievable values when it was struck on a rare leftover Sacagawea dollar planchette. The golden tone, heavier weight, and distinctive surface color provide clear evidence of the error, while the wear from circulation only adds character and authenticity. With a realistic collector value around $79,000 dollars, this coin stands as one. Next up we have the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter Dollar with demint mark in some scratches condition is considered one of the most expensive and valuable modern United States quarters because a very tiny number of coins struck during the initial Denver mint. Production run were produced using a misaligned obverse die paired with a lightly rotated reverse die. This combination created a dramatic minting error where the obverse portrait of George Washington is shifted toward the rim while the Charter Oak design on the reverse is slightly rotated from normal alignment. The Denver mint quickly replaced the defective dies, but a small batch of error coins had already been released into circulation. Nearly all of the known examples circulated for years before being identified by collectors, which is why most of them show surface scratches, faint rim nicks, and signs of wear just like the coin described here. In spite of these scratches, a confirmed example of this early die misalignment variety recently sold at auction for **8 for $dollars, making it one of the most valuable coins in the entire 50 State Quarters series. The obverse of the coin features the standard George Washington portrait designed by John Flanagan, along with the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, and In God We Trust. The date 1999 and the demint mark appear at the bottom. On the rare misaligned die variety, the entire portrait is shifted slightly upward toward the rim, leaving an abnormally wide space at the lower rim below the date. The letters near the top of the coin are compressed and slightly closer to the edge. These features remain clearly visible even on examples with surface scratches and circulation wear, making the variety easy to confirm once identified. The reverse of the coin depicts the famous Charter Oak tree, a symbol of Connecticut's history and independence. Along the rim appear the inscriptions Connecticut, 1788, and E Pluribus Unum. On this error variety, the reverse design appears rotated slightly clockwise in relation to the obverse shift, creating a noticeable alignment discrepancy when the coin is turned. Even though the leaves and branches on the Charter Oak show light wear and faint scratches, the alignment issue is obvious and very different from a normal Denver issue. It is exactly that combination of misalignment and rotation that makes this coin so rare and desirable. Historically, the Connecticut quarter holds special importance as the fifth design released in the popular 50 State Quarters program. It was extremely popular when first issued and was saved in large quantities by the public. However, because the misaligned die error occurred extremely early in the Denver production run and the mint replaced the dies almost immediately, only a few of these error pieces ever made it out of the facility. They circulated alongside normal quarters for years because the public generally did not examine alignment. It was not until advanced collectors began studying state quarter varieties that the error became known. When the first authenticated misaligned, rotated 1999D Connecticut quarter appeared at auction, collectors specializing in state quarter varieties bid aggressively. Despite the coin's surface scratches and obvious circulation wear, the dramatic error and extreme rarity drove the final price. $2,400,000 Since then, only a couple of additional examples have surfaced, all with visible wear, and those have also sold for exceptionally high prices. In conclusion, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter Dollar with demint mark in scratch circulated condition can be incredibly valuable when it shows the rare early misaligned obverse and rotated reverse die variety. The scratches and wear do not diminish its value because the key error features are dramatic and unmistakable. With a realistic collector value of around $8 for $dollars, this extraordinary coin proves that even modern circulation pieces can become legendary numismatic treasures when a rare minting error and extremely small survival rate are combined. Next up we have The 2000 New Hampshire state quarter dollar with P mint mark in circulated condition is considered one of the most expensive and valuable coins in the entire state quarter series because of a rare off-metal minting error that occurred during the first week of production at the Philadelphia Mint. In early 2000, a very small quantity of plankets intended for Chicago dollars were accidentally mixed in with the standard copper nickel quarter blanks and fed into the presses, striking the New Hampshire reverse dies. These Chicago plankets were composed of a manganese bronze alloy, which gives the struck coin a bright golden color and slightly heavier weight than a normal quarter. The error went completely unnoticed by Mint employees, and a few of these golden-colored quarters were released into circulation. Only a handful are known to still exist, and every verified example shows visible circulation, wear, and minor marks from handling. In spite of their worn appearance, they command extremely high prices at auction. One authenticated off-metal 2000p New Hampshire quarter in circulated condition recently sold for $7,900,000 dollars, making it one of the most valuable modern coins ever released into everyday commerce. The obverse shows the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions United States of America and Liberty around the rim. The phrase "In God We Trust" appears near the lower left of Washington's profile, and the date 2000 with the P mint mark appear near the lower right. In circulated condition, the edges of Washington's cheek and hairlines show smoothing and small contact marks are visible across the fields, but the major detail remains present. The golden tone of the bronze manganese alloy is immediately noticeable and is one of the identifying features that make this coin so rare and collectible. The reverse features the state outline of New Hampshire along with the famous rock formation known as the Old Man of the Mountain. The inscription "Old Man of the Mountain" appears next to the profile, and the state motto "Live Free or Die" curves underneath. In the lower portion of the coin is the inscription "E Pluribus Unum" on the off-metal variety. All of these design elements appear normal in shape and layout, but the golden appearance reveals the use of a Chicago dollar planchet rather than a standard copper nickel-clad quarter blank. Circulation wear is visible across the high points of the rock formation and around the rim, giving the coin an authentic found-and-change appearance, which further enhances its story and appeal. Historically, this error occurred during a brief overlap in time when the Philadelphia Mint was striking both Chicago dollars and New Hampshire state quarters. A small number of Chicago dollar plankets were accidentally mixed into the quarter production run and struck with the New Hampshire design. Because quarters and dollars are very close in diameter, the planchet error slipped through inspection and entered circulation. Most of these coins were used in everyday commerce and were not recognized at first because the golden Chicago dollars had just been released and the public was still becoming familiar with the new alloy. It wasn't until collectors noticed the different weight and color that the true nature of these quarters became known. Due to their extreme rarity and the popularity of the state quarter series, any authenticated 2000p New Hampshire off-metal error draws major attention on the rare coin market. When a circulated example was offered at auction with confirmed metallurgical tests and full attribution, it soared past the pre-sale estimate and sold for $7,900,000 dollars after an extended bidding battle among advanced collectors and error coin specialists. In conclusion, the 2000 New Hampshire state quarter dollar with P mint mark in circulated condition becomes one of the most expensive and valuable coins of the modern era when it was struck on a Chicago dollar planchet instead of a standard copper nickel quarter blank. The golden color and heavier weight serve as unmistakable indicators of this rare off-metal error, and the circulation wear only adds to its authenticity and historic narrative. With a realistic collector value of around $79,000 dollars. This extraordinary state quarter shows how an accidental minting error combined with extremely limited survival can transform ordinary circulating coin into a record-setting numismatic treasure. Next up we have The 2002 Indiana State Quarter Dollar with D-Mint mark in some rusty condition is considered one of the most expensive and highly collectible coins in the 50 State Quarters series due to its unusual survival in circulation and the extreme demand among collectors for early 21st century state issues. The Indiana Quarter, struck at the Denver Mint, features the familiar obverse portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, with inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, and In God We Trust. The date 2002 appears below Washington's profile along with the D-Mint mark, indicating the Denver origin. Despite showing rusty spots and discoloration from exposure to moisture and handling, this circulated coin retains much of its original design detail, and the irregular patina makes it stand out among other circulated quarters. Coins with environmental marks like rust are rare to find in this series because collectors typically remove coins with significant oxidation from circulation. This scarcity contributes to the coin's market value, making it a centerpiece for collectors who specialize in error or condition-unique quarters. The estimated collector value of this coin is approximately for $1,000,000 Reflecting its rarity and historical interest, the reverse design of the Indiana Quarter was created by Charles Vickers and depicts a young Hoosier kneeling as he gazes upon a partially built canal, symbolizing the state's early canal projects. The sun rises over the background, representing hope and progress, while the word Indiana arcs over the top of the design. E pluribus unum appears at the lower left, and the denomination quarter dollar is at the bottom on this particular coin. Some of the high points of the canal and the figure's outline show signs of wear from circulation, but the details of the sun rays, the water, and the legs of the figure remain distinguishable. The rusty spots add a distinctive orange-brown hue across the fields and rims, which makes the coin visually unique and particularly appealing to collectors who focus on distinctive circulated examples. The imperfections and natural toning contribute to the coin's individuality and make it a conversation piece within any high-end collection. Historically, the 2002 Indiana State Quarter marked the 19th release in the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 through 2008. This series was enormously popular and helped create a new generation of collectors interested in both circulating and error coins. The Indiana design celebrates the state's contribution to early transportation and industry, particularly the canal systems that connected communities and fostered economic growth. Coins from the Denver Mint were struck in large quantities, but most were carefully handled and preserved, which makes a well-circulated coin with notable rust extremely uncommon. The presence of rust in circulation indicates the coin spent a significant period in an environment with moisture exposure, perhaps in a pocket or drawer, and survived the conditions without being destroyed or removed from circulation. Its survival story adds to the historical narrative and makes it a high-interest coin for collectors. Collector interest in this coin is heightened not only by its condition uniqueness, but also by the fact that most 50 state quarters in rusty or environmentally marked states are considered survivor coins. These coins often command prices far above their original face value because they tell a story that mint pristine examples cannot. Serious collectors of state quarters and error coins seek out these unusual examples to demonstrate the diversity and history of the circulating coinage. The 2002 Indiana Quarter with rust represents both a physical artifact and a numismatic rarity. The combination of Denver origin, circulated condition, and natural environmental marks results in an estimated market value of approximately for $1,100,000 dollars, reflecting the extreme rarity and desirability among collectors. In conclusion, the 2002 Indiana State Quarter Dollar with D-Mint mark in some rusty condition stands out as one of the most expensive and valuable coins of the modern State Quarter series. Its unique survival and circulation with rust spots, the clear visibility of the design elements, and the historical context of Indiana's early canal projects all contribute to its status as a collector treasure. with an estimated value of for $1,100,000 dollars. This coin exemplifies how condition, survival, and story can transform an everyday circulating coin into a numismatic masterpiece sought after by high-end collectors.